There are two things that make a car good: performance and looks. Since I've already made a video about the fastest cars in the game, let's focus on the 10 best looking cars in GTA Online. And remember, this is my opinion, so you guys can't say I'm wrong. The first one we have is the Comet S2 Cabrio, coming in at just under $1.8 million. And honestly, this car sucks at driving, but it looks really good because it's based off of the Porsche something. I'll put the name of the actual car on screen for you guys, but this car basically has all of my green flags. It's convertible, it has a moving spoiler, and it has great customization. So recently I have been using this car a lot, even though it is quite a pain to drive. And honestly, my build of the car is pretty bad considering it's just matte white. So here's a nice one I found on Reddit, so you guys have an idea of how cool this car can really be. And another thing that I've done with this car is add a custom license plate on it, which I had no idea you could do on the Rockstar website. I literally found that out like 2 days ago. The next car is the Ubermuck Cypher, coming in at about $1.5 million with a trade price of $1.16 million that you can unlock from LS Car Meet reputation. Ubermuck is the parody company of BMW, and I don't think I can name a single bad looking BMW, and the M2, aka the Ubermuck Cypher, is no exception to this. But it's not just the base version of the car that looks good, it's the level of customizability that this car has. Like, there are so many different ways to customize this car, and looking online I did find a couple to show you guys, like this one, and this last one, which kind of looks like the one on the cover for Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PS2. You know, looking online for all of these different cars shows me how bad my car is designed.
Brother,
But in my defense, this is how they gave it to me from the salvage yard. So I went to LS Customs and here's what I came out with. Tell me what you guys think. And of course, we had to put the NS24 license plate on it. And honestly, it's probably one of my favorite builds, just like my grotty Itali GTB custom. So I was editing the video and I just realized that you're not subscribed. So press that huge white button under the video, leave a like, leave a nice comment, and enjoy watching the rest of the video, which costs just under $2 million with its custom version costing $500,000. I remember very clearly, this is one of the first cars that I really tried to modify. And as you can see, it's black with this little purple shine to it. It's got a nice bumper. It's got, you know, you can kind of tell that I'm not a car guy, but I think it looks pretty cool, especially since the GTB custom is based off the McLaren 650S GT3. So it does look pretty good as soon as you buy it. And the level of customization you get with Benny's takes it to a whole new level. The next car we've got is the Itali RSX, coming in at a price of $3.5 million, or a trade price of $2.6 million for helping Moody Man with a mission that he has. This car is based off of the Ferrari SF90 and is by far one of the best cars in the game. And the way I built this car is pretty cool. There's a nice mix of grey or silver with a mix of carbon and a little bit of white on the end. And the main thing with this car is that the stock wheels are really nice because the colors change with the secondary color of the car. And if you ever tried to change the color of stock wheels, you would know that it doesn't change like at all. So this car letting you do that is really cool for customization and makes it look that little bit better. At number 5, we have the Couqette D10 at $1.5 million. Now this is one of the few cars which you could actually remove the roof off of in LS Customs, and this makes sense because the Corvette C8, which is the car that the D10 is based off of, can have its roof taken off but manually. I never really got why this was a thing because it kind of seems inconvenient, and the way it works in GTA doesn't really help it because I don't like this car without a roof because the side windows stay. So if there was a way to remove the side windows and the roof, I think it would be okay. But for now, I'm keeping the roof on, and here's what my D10 looks like with a nice mix of red and black. Next up, we have the Ennis Elegy Retro Custom. The Elegy RH8 is a free car and the custom version costs about 900k, and this is the cheapest car on the list, yet it's one of the most customizable cars because of Benny's upgrades. You know, with these custom cars, you could upgrade such specific things like stunt braces and cam covers and all of this interior stuff which you can't do with most cars. And this car is based off the Nissan Skyline, and it even has this livery which makes it look like the Skyliner from Fast and Furious, which is pretty cool. But this car isn't the best for driving, so it just sits in my garage basically all the time collecting dust. And moving on to a car that I use basically all the time, the Bravado Banshee GTS at just under $2 million. This is one of my favorite cars in the game for two reasons. In the intro I mentioned this. There are two things that make a car good: performance and looks. And the Banshee has both of them, with it being the fastest car in the entire game game and being based off of the Dodge Viper, making it look super clean. Also, the Banshee is just one of those cars that's been in basically every other GTA game. If I remember correctly, it was in the intro for GTA 3 back when I played it on like the PS2. And the way I modded it isn't anything too special. It's mainly just a light grey with a light livery and a fat spoiler on the back of it. Honestly, it looks pretty nice for me and it's insanely fast, so it does the job. The next few cars on this list are going to be different types of cars because I've only been mentioning sports cars and supercars up to this point. So muscle car, the classy Vigero ZX Convertible at $2.3 million. Honestly, I just like that this car is a convertible and it's based off the Camaro, which is also pretty nice. But I did build it kind of weird because it didn't really seem like I had a plan or a specific look in mind, because this car is completely all over the place. It's mainly white and it has this weird livery on it that looks like Batman's ears or something, and it has a bit of red around it, so it's kind of just all over the place. Also, it drives completely terribly. I mentioned this in one of my older videos, but this car has like terrible handling like most other muscle cars. But of course, that's not what we're focusing on, so let's move on. The Ocelot Jugular costs $1.2 million and has a trade price of $900,000. To unlock the trade price, you have to use the Jugular in the Casino Heist finale, and the Jugular is the only 4-door car that I have, if you ignore every other 4-door car I have, because it looks great. Being based off the Jaguar XE SF Project 8, apparently, it's pretty decent, and the way I built it I think is really nice as well, because it has this black and red vibe to it. The only thing I would change is these bolted fenders on the side, but yeah, it looks like a pretty good build, and I'm pretty proud of this one. The final car on our list is genuinely one of my favorite cars in the entire game, the Grotty Carbonizzare, coming in at just under $200,000. I love this car because it's a hardtop convertible, so it has the perks of being convertible without having the black cloth type roof on the top of it. Also, I saved this car for last because it's the only car that I really want but don't own, because it got removed from their website for whatever reason. It's super annoying because I had one on my old account and I have one on this account now. The clip you're seeing is me driving it on my account right now because Rockstar decided they wanted to release it on the week of this recording and the week that this comes out, because the week we have now is like a week and a half. But anyways, yeah, I bought the car now, I'm over the moon, and the video is over.